Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and I just doodled out these little drawings here a second ago. So whichever one you are drawn to, that is the pile for you. And the theme of this reading is going to be forgiveness. Okay, so I have this moonstone here that I want to put there for the energy of this reading, and I hope that you guys get messages that you are looking for. Hello, pile number one. You chose the butterfly drawing. Okay, and the butterfly has to do with transformation, seeing beyond, seeing above the situation from a bird's eye view, glittering, being beautiful all on your own, coming out of a shell or out of a cocoon. This could be a signal for this new phase of your life. But again, the message here is forgiveness. Okay, so let's see what these cards have to say for you today. I'm going to start out with two cards that I wrote myself with my help of my guides. Okay, we have, no, this is not for your highest good. Okay, and tears are just a feeling being fully expressed. So I feel like what they're talking about here is that you are staying silent, holding this all in, just dealing with it because it's the best for the situation. Whatever you are whatever you are trying to cover up, to hide, it's not for your highest good. Okay, forgiveness. The theme of this reading is forgiveness. Okay, so maybe you have not yet forgiven. You are just trying to hide it because you feel like it's going to be the best, but the universe is saying it's not. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, waning moon, let go of that which is causing you inner turmoil. Now is a time for casting away emotions that are no longer serving you. And the cat, make time to focus on your own spiritual well-being and connect to the metaphysical world around you. And I don't think that this is any type of coincidence that this red on red over here, and then this green with this loving energy here with the cat. Okay, so again, let go of what is causing your inner turmoil. Okay, and allow yourself to cry it out and feel those feelings. Okay, and that's making time for your own well-being. All right, oftentimes we are not ourselves because we shove in all this energy and compact it and hide it, and then we just feel like there's so much inside of us packing us in that we can't even be ourselves. We can't even find a little inkling of happiness or excitement. Okay, that could be the butterfly in its cocoon. It's just a big mess of nonsense. And then once you start with this spiritual well-being and healing and forgiving, then you start to actually mold into the butterfly inside the cocoon until you're ready to come out into the world. So I have 3 cards here with the angels, the Healing with Angels deck. So let's see what the angels are saying. Okay, retreat. All right, and that has to do with this focusing on your own spiritual well-being and taking some time to cry it out. Okay, if there is a moment you get that you could go on a walk because no one needs your attention, maybe your kids are being watched and you can just get out, just go for a walk around the block. Okay, whatever you need to change up the energy and do something differently. Okay, we also have truth and integrity. It seems like all these people need your help. It seems like, but you you're hiding. You see, she is covering up her body because she doesn't have, she's covering up her heart. She doesn't feel like she has what it takes. Okay, she's scared. Maybe she doesn't want people to know the real her because she's afraid of what they're going to say. Okay, and finally, body care. Wow, okay, so we have two angels covering up themselves. So I would definitely say that you are still hiding. You're still in this cocoon. You are taking all this energy that is around you and you're holding it inside, and you think that if you hide it, it's going to be okay, but it's not. You need to retreat, find that time to cry, and even if you don't know what you're crying about, let it all go. I always talk about reading and journaling. It is so extremely important, and right now I'm thinking that I need to create a worksheet for you guys to help you journal this out, to help you get past this stuck energy. And I'm going to do that one day. I have a lot of worksheets. It's all in the making. So please consider subscribing to me so that you can see those videos when they come out. But this is something that you can do all by yourself. Okay, this is like, the whole reading is saying that you need to focus on you. Okay, you need to stop worrying about how you're going to be perceived, because right now you may be perceived as weak. And you're not, because you have gone through all of this madness and you're still standing strong. Okay, what is being perceived as weak is you hiding all of your emotions and not standing up for yourself. Okay, be mindful of who you're standing up to and what you're saying. But again, here it says, now it's time for casting away emotions that are no longer serving you. And even in the first two cards, I could tell that this is what this is about. So it could be forgiving yourself for not knowing what to do. Okay, it's okay that you didn't know what to do. Right now you need to give yourself a pat on the back because you are trying to figure it out. That's what matters. Okay, taking action is what matters. The results, it doesn't matter, because you're going to see the results. Take what you like, leave what you don't, follow what you like. Okay, once you cry this all out, once you journal out all these feelings that you've been feeling, you can burn that piece of paper so that no one ever sees it. And you know how great it feels to burn something? Play with some fire for a second. I mean, obviously do it smart. Be outside, in the dirt or in a metal container or something, and just burn that little piece of paper that you write all this negativity on. And breathe let it all out. Okay? And when the ashes are left at the bottom, bury them in the dirt. Okay, this is a type of witchcraft, but it is really just, you could also say it's like a psychological game. Okay, but whatever you want to call it, it works. Okay, it is connecting the tangible with the inner intangibleness and merging them. And it makes you feel powerful when you can take what's on the inside, put it on the outside, and do something about it. So I definitely feel like it's time for you to pull all that stuck energy out and do something about it. Whether it's walking, writing, crying, all three of them would be fantastic. Maybe making a video and then watching it. Okay, you might get a new perspective of yourself. You don't have to put it up on the internet. Just listen to yourself talk. All right, so my beautiful butterfly, your wings are on their way. Please forgive yourself for all this craziness that you've kept inside. Okay, open those arms up so you no longer cover up your heart. Okay, you have a beautiful heart, because if you didn't, you wouldn't want to hide this negativity. You would want to just throw it out. So keep on keeping on. It's a blessing that all these people need your help. Okay, you are not alone. All right, you are not alone, and that is a blessing in itself. Love and light, pile 1. Okay, pile number 2, I am seeing this beautiful, bright, shining star. All right. Put this next to the forgiveness card. And I'm just getting the vibration that you have found like your inner light. So if you watched pile number 1 and now you're watching pile number 2, pile number 1 was about being in your cocoon and figuring stuff out while you're in there. Okay, you're figuring the mess out, you're figuring it out. All right. And this seems like you're on the next step now. You see the inkling of light. You see the bright light. You're walking towards it. You feel that inner light. And let's see what that has to do with forgiveness here. So we have, work with us and do not ignore our messages, even if you fear retaliation. Okay, I just pulled this card for the last reading that I did about the Pisces season energy. So it could be just the energy for everyone right now, okay, is do not be afraid of making these changes that your intuition is telling you is what to do. And also, okay, are you sure this is for you? Keep looking for the bigger picture. So we will work so hard. Everyone works so hard to get to this point where they accept themselves, where they are perfectly happy in their shoes, they're shining bright, they're helping people the way they want to be helped. Okay, and then like we imagine that there's like an end to that. Like we're just going to be doing this for the rest of our life and we're going to be happy. But if you are this transformative individual with this bright light, you are not going to stop. Come on. Okay? Keep looking for that bigger picture. There was a time when you just wanted to be this person that you are today. There's a garbage truck driving by. And that could be meaning that you are taking out your own trash. Okay, you have sifted through the garbage and you're figuring it out. Okay? And the universe is saying, do not be afraid to imagine this next level person that you want to be. Okay, I mean, there was probably a time where you just wanted to feel comfortable in your own skin. And now you do. Or now you're getting there. Okay, but you want more. And as humans, perfection, we see it as like an end result. Like if I had all this, it'd be perfect. But that's not the truth. Okay, once you get all that, it's perfect, quote unquote perfect. You see all these other things that need to be fixed, all these other things that you were so focused on this being perfect, you forgot about everything else. Okay, so that's why the universe is saying, look for the bigger picture of the situation. Okay, I'm getting the message that if you have a family, it's not just about you, it's not just about this other person, okay? It's about how everyone is working together to form this connection, okay? How can everyone be help? How can people be of service to each other? Okay, and it's focusing on the light, just like we have the star here. So let's see what these 2 moon cards have to say. All right. Aquarius. The time is ripe for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. So I feel like that comes into play with what I was talking about with the family, making sure that everyone is having fun together. No one feels left out. No one feels unheard. Okay? Even if, like, maybe there's a child in your life who has a lot of potential, and it may freak people out. Okay? Be that person who trusts in that child. Okay, I just got the message that maybe you are that child that was this child prodigy. I mean, or felt like you should have been, or felt like when you were a child that you wanted to be a celebrity, or that what you had to say was important, but people didn't listen to you because you were a child. Okay, this could be you, and this could be meaning that you need to forgive what people couldn't see, what you didn't know, okay, back then, and then become that star today. I think that's what this is talking about. Okay, and the owl. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. Wow, that's very powerful. Maybe you're stuck in a situation that is not helping you, and it's time to look within and figure out, okay, what's actually going on here? What can I actually do in life to be this person that I want to be? And, the owl is very wise. So I would assume that you are already very wise. You already know what you need to do. And they had me looking at this bigger picture card here. You have what it takes to question. And I feel like you need to question your thoughts because Aquarius is here. That's the air sign. Air, in my opinion, Aquarius is really, really good at working with thoughts and emotion and saying things in a way that's going to make you feel a certain way. So make sure what you're saying is helping other people feel better about themselves. This could be turning into when I was saying like, there's maybe a kid or someone in your family or having good times with your family, focusing on the good stuff. Okay. Maybe what you have to say and the way that you act in your family or in your immediate friend life or whatever has an impact on how the whole group feels. That could be a very, very important message for you. Let's see what the angel cards here have to say, because I feel like this is going to come together really fast. But I just want to say one more thing. If in the forgiveness realm, it definitely seems like you were told as a child that you were not smart enough, you were not clever enough, you didn't know what you're talking about, but you did, you realize that now, and now you're moving into that light, okay? And maybe you're getting over this fear. You're afraid of how people are going to think about you when you put yourself out there, but maybe you have a book written, or you have a YouTube channel, or you have an Instagram, or you have some way of showing people like, hey, this is how I've changed. So let's see what we got here. Okay, balance, soulmate, and spiritual growth. Okay, so the soulmate card right here, I'm noticing there's a bend right here. There's a bend in the card, and I'm getting like bend but do not break. I'm also getting that the soulmate does not have to be another person. It can just be you coming back to yourself and experiencing this spiritual growth to be the star of your own light. In the tarot, the star stands for that inner energy, that inner light, that feeling of contentment, of being okay with being yourself and loving yourself. Truly, not just saying it, but truly feeling that energy. And it's showing here the balance is blocked. Okay, so you could be fighting this fear. You could be saying like, is this who I really am? Am I just imagining this? Okay, so it's important that you forgive the people in the past who didn't really know who you are, because you didn't really know who you are. And when we are little children, we always look towards other people for validation. But now you're at a point in your life where you're like, I need to validate myself, and I need to validate the people around me who have young minds, who are naive, and who need to grow up believing in themselves. Okay, it's so important to believe in yourself. You are unique. You are this way for a reason, because when you were put into this life, you were given this blueprint of how you need to be. And if you're following your path, you're going to change the world. Maybe not the entire world, but you're going to change your world and the people around you, your community. You're going to affect the neighborhood in a certain way. So the idea that's coming to my mind is a chef. Okay, maybe you want to be a chef, but you're like, there's so many people out there who have restaurants, it's not a big deal. But that's not what matters. What matters is the food that you bring to the table is so great that everyone talks about it. People come to you, to your restaurant to eat. People look forward to your food every single day. People, you help them so much. Okay, maybe you give leftovers away to the needy. Maybe at night, if you have food left over, the homeless people will come up and you give them the food that you are going to throw away. Okay, so it's just, that's the channeling that I got. But you must trust that everything will come into balance. That at first it's going to be kind of rocky because you're making changes, and when things change, the fear really comes out. Like, is this actually going to work out? Okay, but the universe is saying, yes, this is going to work. Look for the bigger picture. Okay, again, like I was saying, you're not just a chef in a town of a bunch of chefs. You are making this food. You are this restaurant that is going to give people soul food. They're going to give people great good feelings. Okay, it's a bigger picture. It's not just what you have to offer. It's what people experience when they experience what you have to offer. So thank you, pile number 2, you beautiful shining star. Forgive the past. Forgive yourself for not believing in yourself, and move past that and just keep on going. If you have an idea, like if you actually want to open a restaurant or write a book or do something big like that, I want to know in the comments, because that's so wonderful. Love and light, pile 2. All right, pile 3. You are this beautiful heart, like a little Valentine. Maybe you're giving your heart to someone, or with the Valentine, with the outside, maybe your heart is protected. You're protecting your heart. And this again is forgiveness. Okay, this reading is about forgiveness. Very important here. Forgiveness is the reason why we move forward, why we get past our negative emotions, how we get out of our shell. Okay, forgiveness of others, but most importantly of ourselves. We often put up our own brick walls over our hearts because we don't want to get hurt again. But the truth is, the way that you react is if you get hurt or not. Someone can have an opinion and say something mean about you, and if you take it to heart, that's your own problem. If you say they don't know what they're talking about, you brush it off, you don't have to put that wall up. You didn't take it to heart. Okay, it's a saying, but it really means you either take a mean thing to heart or you let it go, and letting it go is forgiveness. I also want to say that oftentimes when people say mean things to us, they probably are saying the same mean things to themselves, and that is something to have compassion for. So let's see what the cards say. We will continue to give you advice, just follow the sign. Reality is the perspective you create. Do not let others influence what you believe. So that is exactly what I was just saying before I pulled the card over. Okay, letting other people tell you, if they say something mean, you either take it to heart or you don't. Do not let others influence what you believe. Reality is the perspective you create. If you have taken all of the negative things people have said about you and put them in your heart and forgotten about all the good things, then that is the perspective you've created. That's your reality, is that you're not good enough. But if you throw away all those negative things that people say and you only focus on the good things, then that's all that you hold. Okay? But the opinion that's most important is your own opinion. Okay? Because your own opinion will either stop you from taking new steps, or it will start you on this new forward trajectory that is extremely important. Okay? If you want to follow your life's blueprint, if you want to be on your life's purpose, then the only opinion that you need to take to heart is your own opinion. Okay? And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have compassion for others. That doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to advice from people who have come before you. You definitely should. But always, after you get this advice, always take what helps and leave what doesn't. All right? You get to decide what you believe. And the universe says, we will continue to give you advice. Just follow the signs. Okay? So if you have any signs that you feel like you've been seeing, write them down and then do some research to look more into them. So let's see what else we got here. Waxing moon. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. And also, oh, look at that, the opposite. The half to full moon. Embracing high levels of motivation and energy will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. Okay, so definitely reflection. This is a time of reflection. Okay, and definitely forgiving yourself for the negative energy that you've held on to all these years. Okay, it's time to just release. And I love that this is the reflection. If you put this one next to this one, it would be a full moon. If you put this one next to this one, it would be a new moon. So this means that you need to look at the good and the bad, okay, and decide what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of. Okay, focus on achieving your own personal goals and get motivation. So let's pull out the other angel cards and see what we got going on here. Okay, so intention, that is blocked, dreams, and harmony. Okay, so definitely with these blocked cards, it means that you're not being true to yourself. You're not being true to your heart. You have in the past let other people's opinions push you and sway you which way or the other, but you're tired of that now. Okay, you need to discover what your intentions are, and you need to discover what makes you feel like you're in harmony. And to do that, you need to follow your dreams. Okay, and not the sleeping dreams as this card provides the picture of, but actually like thinking about in your head or envisioning, imagining what kind of life you would prefer. And it doesn't have to just be the physical life. It can be like, this is how I want to think about myself. This is how I want to feel about myself. This is what I want to achieve. And start with small baby steps about what you want to achieve, and then get bigger and bigger. Okay, maybe you feel like you've never actually really done anything in your life. You just kind of floated along, but you want to take a stand and actually create something. You want a foundation. Okay, the universe is saying it needs to all start in your head and your feelings. Okay, you got to get your heart straight. With the intention and the dreams, this is envisioning what you want to happen and then actually taking the actions to get there. And once you do that, you're going to feel like you are in harmony with your heart. But you must forgive that you didn't know better in the past. You must forgive all the people who said things to you because they didn't believe in you. The truth was, they don't have to believe in you. The problem is that you didn't believe in yourself, so you just believed what they believed. Now is the time to truly follow your heart and believe in yourself. Okay, achieving your personal goals, you can do this. The universe here just says we will continue to give you advice. Just follow the signs. So whatever your intention, your dreams, whatever you want to be doing, however you want to be looking at yourself and loving yourself, the universe says we will continue to help you. This is just one reading that's going to help you discover that you're worth it. And from this moment on, the universe will continue to give you other signs. Okay, your answers do not lie in this reading. Your answers lie within your dreams and your intentions within your mind. That's where your dreams lie. So again, with forgiveness, you must forgive your old way of being, your old beliefs, your old perspective. You must put that to rest. You must forgive yourself for not knowing better and give yourself a big old hug because you got past it. You're here now. You're now healing. You're trusting yourself. You are putting a little bit of faith into the unknown, and that is so important. The only way you're going to achieve these goals, the only way you can get from here to there is to go through all these steps that you don't know the result of. Put yourself out there because the universe has your back. All right? Embrace high levels of motivation and energy. It will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. So do something that's super easy, but put your own little spin on it. Okay? You got this. Thank you, pile number 3, for watching this video. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel so that more people can get information about this. Forgiveness, again, is such an important step in our healing process, and I hope that this reading helped you gain some more self-confidence. Love and light, pile 3.